This is probably the biggest nightmare for Donald Trump in days. Shawn Ryan, he was a MAGA podcaster, supported Donald Trump through and through, but he then ditched Donald Trump's camp, MAGA cult. Now he is talking about what Donald Trump did with Jeffrey Epstein in regards to him. And in this video, he will say something that a lot of you will find shocking. Before I play the video, if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Like this video, share this video, have a listen.
I need to talk to you about something serious. Last week, I received a demand letter from lawyers representing Kanakuk Ministries, a Christian summer camp in Missouri. They're threatening to sue me for defamation because of something I said on my podcast with Congressman Ro Khanna. Here's what I said. I brought Elizabeth Phillips on my show, and she talked about how Kanakuk employees have been molesting thousands of kids for years and putting them under NDAs after settlements so they can never come out and talk about their sexual abuse and trauma.
Wow.
Kanakuk's lawyers are demanding I take down that portion of the interview, issue a public apology, and stop talking about this. They gave me 10 days. That deadline has passed. Here's my response. No, I don't negotiate with pedophiles or the people who defend them. I'm not taking anything down. I'm not apologizing, and I'm damn sure not going to stop talking about child sexual abuse at a Christian camp that continues to operate on the same grounds where horrific abuse took place.
Now, this pedophile and those who are committing this heinous crime, they're so aggressive, they're so arrogant at the same time that when you challenge them, when you try to expose them, they come after you, they come after your career, your job, they come after for everything. And you know the reason for that? It is because these pedos, they are protected by the elite of the society, i.e. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Howard Lutnick, and people like them.
Let me be crystal clear about the facts. Facts that Kanakuk's own lawyers admitted in their letter. 1. Pete Newman, a senior Kanakuk employee and camp director, sexually abused children at Kanakuk for multiple years in the early 2000s. He's now serving life sentences. 2. Between 20 and 30 civil lawsuits were filed against Kanakuk. 3. Multiple confidential settlement agreements were executed with victims, NDAs that prevented these kids from speaking publicly about what happened to them. Kanakuk can't prove the number is less than thousands, and given their own admission of a cover-up, the true number is unknowable. But here's what really pisses me the fuck off. Kanakuk is still operating a camp at the very location where countless children suffered horrific abuse. They're still running programs. They're still bringing kids to the exact same place.
And you are telling me Pam Bondi doesn't know anything about this? Donald Trump doesn't know anything about this? They do. Pam Bondi, she does. Kash Patel, he does. But guess what? They're not going to do anything because they are supporting this pedo ring and they are protecting, they're defending every single day of their life, every single second, these pedos, starting from their boss, Donald Trump.
Now, they want to silence me for talking about it. This isn't about protecting their reputation. This is about protecting children, and I will not be silenced. My attorney has sent Kanakuk's lawyers a response. We've made it clear. If they want to sue me, bring it on. We welcome discovery. We welcome depositions of Kanakuk leadership about what they knew, when they knew it, and what they did or didn't do to protect children. We welcome full disclosure of every abuse allegation, every settlement, every internal investigation, and every financial record showing whether Kanakuk actually suffered any harm from my statement or whether this is just an attempt to intimidate people into silence. Under Tennessee law, Kanakuk will have to prove I'm lying. They have to prove that we are all lying about pedophilia. But guys, it is already too late. People have woken up. We need to not just hold these people accountable, we need to also make sure it doesn't happen ever again to our children. To prove actual malice, that I knew my statements were false, or that I had serious doubts about its truth. They can't do that because I relied on Elizabeth Phillips, whose brother was a victim. I relied on public court records, relied on widespread media coverage of Pete Newman's prosecution, and most importantly, they admit the core of what I said is true. Kanakuk employees sexually abused children. Victims were silenced by confidentiality agreements. That's not defamation, that's the truth. I want to say something directly to survivors. I see you, I believe you, and I will not stop fighting for you. Sexual abuse at youth camps, especially Christian camps that are supposed to be safe places, is a matter of urgent public concern. Parents have a right to know. Kids have a right to be protected, and survivors have a right to speak.
And we have the right to expose these pedomaniacs, these evil, evil people.
Cook's attempt to use legal threats to silence reporting on child sexual abuse in itself is newsworthy, and I'm going to keep reporting on it. To Kanakuk, you want to talk about callous and malicious disregard for the truth? Let's talk about operating a camp where a predator had access to thousands of children for years. Let's talk about confidentiality agreements that silenced traumatized kids. Let's talk about continuing to operate on a crime scene.
They even install cameras in those bathrooms where these kids go. They make them take off their clothes. They make them do horrible, horrible things. It is not just the pedophilia, the way you think. It is the whole system. It is the whole lifestyle that is developed around that ideology of being a pedophile and how to operate freely and with 100% immunity.
You're not the victim here. The children you failed to protect are the victims. I stand by every word I said. I will not retract. I will not apologize. And if you want to sue me, my lawyers are ready. To everyone watching, this is why I do this show. This is why we tell real stories about real people, because the truth matters, because kids matter, and because some things are more important than money or reputation. If you want to support survivors of institutional child sexual abuse, check out No More Victims.
So,
the organization
basically, at this point, my question is, what is Donald Trump? When he is accusing, he's a MAGA influencer. He was actually a big influencer. Where is Trump? Where is Pam Bondi? Where is the authorities? Why are they not siding with him? Well, it is because the whole system is corrupt. Nobody is going to be siding with people who are anti-pedophilia. Shawn Ryan, he's just the tip of the iceberg. You can trust me and count my word. There will be many, many more big influencers, big fish, who will be quitting Trump's MAGA cult. Mark my word.